Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy will. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or do the unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnahfollowers, stream it every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnahfollowers. Proper Akida, Quran and Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah, Minhaj and Akida, actions speak louder than words,
Sunnah following kids, come with me.
Gotta work hard to get to heaven. Treat the people good like the prophet would. Proper Akida, Quran and Sunnah, Quran and Sunnah, Minhaj and Akida, actions speak louder than words,
Alhamdulillah, wassalam wa Rasulullah. I want to welcome everybody to the Sunnah Followers Kids program. And not only is this our Sunnah Followers Kids program, but also, alhamdulillah, we have a lot of new Muslims, people who have converted to our beautiful, wonderful way of life since Ramadan. And alhamdulillah, since we are studying, we have a new book that we've added to our Sunnah Followers curriculum. It's the book entitled Dunya, which is written by one of my students here named Abdullah Kurt. And this book is such a great book because it's basically a lower version of what we're studying in our 6 o'clock class on allegiance, on the meaning of La ilaha illallah. It focuses in on how to maintain your Islamic identity as a Muslim living in this dunya. And just before we get started, a lot of people get caught up with the Arabic. Can anybody tell us what does the word dunya mean?
World.
World, mashallah. And which world? Are there more than one world?
No, just this one.
Okay, there's just this world. Is there a world after this one?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there
but
is.
Dunya refers to the world that we live in right now.
Mashallah, exactly. That's the answer we're looking for. Mashallah, good job. Hold your books up again too, my two beautiful babies right there. Mashallah, that's the two books that we're studying from. Dunya is the one written by Abdullah Kirk, and then the 55 Hadith on Islamic behavior and discipline, written by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. So, mashallah, those are the two books that you guys need to pick up a copy of. You can go to atlionline.com for the 55 Hadiths, and Dunya can be purchased on Amazon. And Dunya is all about how to live in this world. How to live in this world and maintain that Islamic oh wow, I like how I'm looking at how we got on the screen Asma and Najma. This is Zoom did this. This is Zoom's changed their program. Wow, look at that. How did it do that? What did it do? Yo, mashallah. Y'all see this? Zoom is working it. I want the other kids on there too, though. How do I get them too? This is a new thing with Zoom where we can work. I like that, but it did something to my screen. But where the other babies at? Why come the other kids ain't on there? Uh-oh, look, y'all. It did something. Uh-oh, it's doing some crazy stuff. I don't know. Oh, what did it do to me? Look at this, y'all. This is Zoom. Y'all see how Layla gets anxiety? There it is. Now everybody's back, I think. Okay, mashallah. So exactly, dunya refers to this world and everything that's in it. And the Akira, what does Akira refer to? Who can remember what Akira refers to? Peyton, can you remember Peyton? Go ahead, Sully. What does Akira refer to, Sully?
The hereafter.
MashaAllah. See, Sully got it right. MashaAllah. Akira. That's the Arabic term that if you hear it, it's referring to the hereafter, the life in the other world. Okay? But Dunya refers to this world. So this book is all about how to maintain our Islamic identity, how to keep that Islamic identity, you know, and even though we're living in a world that is not governed by the laws of Islam, a world whereas people don't truly believe in Allah as they should. Good job, King. We had King answer too. King is on Facebook. By the way, for the kids, we're on TV. And we got some people following us on Facebook, the new shahadas and stuff too. And Brother David King got it right too. MashaAllah. So Akira is here after. And Akira is hereafter, and Dunya is this world. So, how many of you read the chapter for this week? This week, we're going to be covering chapter 4, which I really enjoyed. How many of you read chapter 4? Sabrina, did you read chapter 4, Sabrina? Let me put spotlight. By the way, guys, here's my best student. This is Sabrina. There she is looking like the, by the way, this is how y'all want to know how the Prophet's wives used to dress and wear their hijabs? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's wives did not cover their faces like many people believe. They did not wear burqas. That was not part of the dress code for the Arabic women. Okay, that was the Turkish women. Okay, the Arabic women wore their kimars just like she has hers over their bosom, because Allah commands the believing woman to wear her kimars, her veils over her bosom. And what the Arabic women wore back in those days, you know, because that was the dress of the 6th century, they would wear garments with hoods like what she has. And if they wanted to be inconspicuous, if they wanted to, because these were war times. In war times, we have to do things to protect ourselves. And they were the wives of the Prophet. So if all the women would go out to answer the call of nature, they would all go out in a group so that way no one could tell who was who, and they'd bring their hoods down over their forehead to hide their eyes. So if you had 20 women going to answer the call of nature and they all had their hoods brought forward, you wouldn't know who was who to kidnap. Okay, somebody get that mic. And also, guys, sometimes what they would do too is if they were passing by a group of men, all the women would take their hijab, show them how they did it like this, and they would just put it up across their face and take it down. Put it up, take it down. Put it up, take it down. But they didn't walk around. But this was the dress of the Arabic women back in those days. And see, she's from Africa. She's from Burundi. Oh, yeah, I got 1% Burundi in me. And so Burundi, you know, the Arabs originated from out of Africa, the 3 tribes of Saba. Okay, so mashallah, and back in those days, Burundi was part of Yemen. You know, Yemen, all those countries, Somalia, and all them countries were all part of Yemen, and Tanzania. All of them countries are part of Yemen back in those days. So the Arabs originated from her people. Believe it or not. Yes, indeed. That's why she's beautiful. So tell us here now, Sabrina. Did you read the chapter this week or not?
Not very good.
You were busy? Yeah. Are you at the end of the school season too?
Yeah.
You got exams and stuff like that too going on? You're still, yeah, you still one of the smartest ones in your class? Good.
50.
Okay, good. Yeah, try to do the best you can in your exams, because remember, as Muslims, we stand out. But that's okay. That's why I did the PowerPoint too, because I know that a lot of y'all are busy finishing up school, so that way you can read along with me and then answer the questions. And by the way, I do have the questions, for y'all to answer at the end of the class. So mashallah, that's Sabrina who's with us. And also I want y'all to check out Tahira. Y'all see Tahira with her hood on too. Hello. Tahira, did you read ahead this week or not? Were you busy with school and stuff too?
I read a little bit last night.
Good. Did you understand it? Is it so that you can understand a material, can't you? Yeah, good. And then when I explain it, I make it more clear for you. Okay. Yeah, so it's good reading, easy. It's not a children's book. This is really not a children's book, but you kids can follow along with it, huh? And that's a good thing. Mashallah, that's Tahira. And what about Carday? He's one of the older kids here too. Carday, did you read ahead or did you not get the book yet?
No, I didn't get the book.
Oh, that's a nice tabush you got on, baby. You look so handsome. Oh my God, Corday, you are growing up, baby. Look at him. Ain't he handsome, guys? Oh, wow. How old are you now? 12?
No, 10. My birthday is in 5 months. I think.
You're just 10. Boy, you done got tall evidently, because you look about 12. You are so handsome. I'm so proud of you too, Corday, for helping your mother out and helping her with your little brother and stuff. May Allah bless you. And that just shows, guys, even though this book is not a children's book, they follow along and they understand the material, because when I get to teaching it in a few minutes, you'll see how they'll all be able to answer those questions. Okay, let's see who else we got with us. Oh, here's Amalia, Princess Amalia. Assalamu alaikum, Princess Amalia. How are you? That's good. And how's your family?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Are you guys going back to Tanzania this year? This summer?
Well, we're going to Burundi. I mean, my mom said I can stay or go, but I'm not really sure yet.
Oh, okay. You like it there in Burundi? That's good. You get to see all your family and stuff. Y'all know they're from the royal family. They're from the royal family of Tunisia. Yeah, exactly. This is Princess Amalia and her brother. How's your brother? He's doing good?
Yeah, doing good.
That's good. So alhamdulillah, they're very intelligent, very smart, and very well-mannered children here. And also look at us. Oh, here she is, Zora. Assalamu alaikum. Where you been?
Welcome, assalam. Sorry, I was a little bit late. That's because I was sleeping in and I was eating breakfast.
Oh, you were eating breakfast too. Oh, that's good. What did you have for breakfast today?
I had eggs and potatoes and toast.
Oh, mashallah, a healthy meal. A mashallah healthy meal. And I love that kimar you got on. Is that satin or silk? Looks like satin. It's a nice fabric. That's a nice fabric. You look beautiful as usual. You're always beautiful with your little gap and stuff. Don't you ever get rid of that gap between your teeth either. Jayla had a gap, my granddaughter. She got rid of her gap. She wouldn't got she's still wearing them braces. And like I told, that gap gonna end up coming back anyway. Don't ever try to get rid of your gap. Subhanallah, it's a beauty mark that very few people have. And look else who we have here. Oh, here he is, Shuaib. Assalamu alaikum.
Excellent.
I see Summers here. Is your dad getting ready to cut your hair now? He said he was letting you grow it till summer. So those curls are getting ready to go back into little straight little things, huh? So you're getting ready to get a haircut, huh?
Yeah.
I like the curls. Tell your dad I like the curls on you. And how have you and Yusef been? Where is he at? He's at the Quran school. So when are you going to the Quran school?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Has he been doing a good job memorizing?
Yeah. He's doing literature.
Oh yeah. So has he led you in prayer recently?
I haven't wanted to since.
Yeah. But you know how to lead too. Are you leading your little siblings in the prayers yet?
Yeah.
That's good, because all y'all know the Fatiha and stuff. MashaAllah. You look so handsome. You look just like your big sister Rockmo. How's she doing?
She's my aunt.
She's your aunt. You know, y'all. You know, it's a bunch of y'all. So, is she getting married yet? How old is Rockmo now? She looking for a husband? She done with school?
Yeah.
So she ready to get married? We got to keep our eyes open. You know, we trying to get our little girls, our grown women now married. All right, I'll have to give you a call, your mom and dad a call about Rockmo later on. Hello, it's time. There's that Shuaib, guys. It's a bunch of them in their little tribe. Who else we got here with us? Subhanallah. Here he is. Hold on. Sully. MashaAllah, you got the first question right today. Good job. This is Geechee, our jingle writer son. How are you today, Sully?
Alhamdulillah.
By the way, guys, that's his voice y'all hear on some of those jingles too. He's the one up there. In fact, his voice was on the last jingle we played here. So you've been doing good. Did you get to review the book this week?
Yes, it's right here.
Oh, my, she'll hold it up so people in TV land can see it again. There it is. That's the book, Dunya. Can't see it with all those flowers in the background, but that's okay. So your mother went over it with you, right? That's good. So we're going to go over it again in class today. So mashallah. And finally, guys, you know, again, y'all can see my two little beauties here. There they are, my Asma and Najma, who've come to visit me a few times, looking so beautiful. What you doing with those? You got your pajamas on?
It's a sweater. It's a sweater, though.
Oh, it's a sweater. Is it cold, or you got it on because of the air conditioning? Your mom got the air conditioning on?
No, it's off because the weather feels warm, but they're feeling chilly, and they were wearing short sleeve pajamas, so I told them to put that on.
Girl, it's almost 90 degrees here where I live. Girl, it's so daggone hot. You know, look at that beautiful. Look at the baby. Salam alaikum. How are you? You look at you. Did your mom braid your hair up? Because last time she was getting ready to braid it. Let me see. Put her head down. Let me see. Did you braid her hair? Oh, no, you're getting ready to do it again. Your mom getting ready to braid your hair again. All them little beautiful curls you got. They are so adorable.
Got it washed, and I just put it in a ponytail because she didn't want to brush. Girl,
they all look like you, Shamsa. They are so beautiful. They are growing up. You're doing such a good job. How is it working? You know, Shamsa, their mom's a nurse, and she works from home so she can take care of her children like the rest of you Muslim women need to be doing. How you like the job, Shamsa? Is it working out?
It's good. I'm working right now as I talk to you.
Oh, good. So it's easy and more convenient and everything, huh?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. See, as a nurse, there's so many things y'all can do as a nurse. You can work from home and still make that good money. So, MashaAllah, those are our kids who joined us today. And we had someone named Peyton who doesn't have her camera on, but I want to welcome all the children here. And also, I got a couple of the new shahadas participating, listening, so they can learn from this wonderful book. And with that said, guys, let me get us started. Let's put the book up on the screen. And so for those of you in TV land, you're going to see that while I go to the kids on Zoom first to share their screen with the book. So I always do the PowerPoint because it also give everybody a chance to order the book, because some people, and by the way, the book is only $10. You can purchase it by going to Amazon.com. And let me share it, and I can show y'all how the book looks. Hold on. Let me go to Zoom first. Inshallah, this is for you guys on Zoom. Now let me come to the people in TV land. Click on this and click on chapter. Here it is. Here. Inshallah, everybody should be able to see the PowerPoint. Put it up there. And let me take it to here. Yeah, this is the book. This is the book. It's entitled Dunya. You see it in the yellow. And it's written by, the author is Daryl Abdullah Kirk. So when you go on Amazon, type Daryl Abdullah Kirk, and his picture won't pop up, but this is the book. It's the yellow book with Dunya. Dunya, that's it spelled in Arabic. So, it only costs $10. $10 at Amazon. Please pick up the book. And today we're going to be covering chapter 4. Chapter 4 teaches us how to strike the balance between seeking knowledge of Islam and knowledge of the dunya, or knowledge of this world. Let's take a look at this chapter. And as always, we always begin and end with Allah. What does Allah say? Well, Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot. Read. And your Lord is the most honorable, who taught by the pen, taught man what man did not know. As you guys know, this was the first words revealed to the Prophet Muhammad when he was in that cave, when the angel Jibril came to him and commanded him to read. So in this chapter, which is chapter 4 of the book, we're going to discuss why it's not just important for us as Muslims to have knowledge of the religion, but we also have to have knowledge of the world as well too. And this verse of the Quran emphasizes the importance of having knowledge of the world and of Allah. So I want you guys to understand that as you're growing up Muslim, as you're maintaining your Muslim identity, like I was telling Sabrina, you want to be on top. As Muslims, we're supposed to be the best. We're supposed to stand out over the non-believers. We're supposed to be the smartest kids in the class. So in order to be that way, we have to learn about the world around us too. Worldly knowledge. This consists of understanding science, knowing the history of things, also knowing current events. Gaining this type of knowledge will help us to make better decisions that will benefit ourselves, our families, and our Islamic communities. Now, I want every Muslim to understand, Allah created us. He put us here on this earth. That's this dunya. He put us in this dunya, and he surrounded us with all these wonderful things. He said we can enjoy the good things here. Just don't forget about him. So when we make dua, we should always ask Allah to give us the best of this world and the best of the hereafter. So there is nothing wrong with wanting to have a good life here. Allah wants us to have a good life here. Okay? So in order to have a good life here, you have to educate yourself. Does everybody understand? Listen to what the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said. He said, the best amongst you are those who are most beneficial to others. What does that mean? Those of us who are able to help others. When we look at Sister Asma and Najma's mother, Shamsa, she's a nurse. She's a nurse. So what does that mean? That means not only does she understand what La ilaha illallah means, not only is she living her life, to prove to Allah that she believes in him, but she also went to school and learned about medicine. She learned about the human body. She learned about sicknesses. She learned about treatments. So that way she can benefit others by helping take care of the sick, helping take care of the elderly. That's why I tell you girls all the time, one of the best jobs for a girl, a Muslim girl, to go into is nursing. Because not only, are you benefiting yourself financially and your family, but you're also benefiting others. And as the prophet said, the best amongst us are those who are beneficial to others, who help others. So by obtaining an education in the worldly things can help us to not only benefit ourselves, but also the Muslims in our community. When somebody gets sick, Shamsa can be there to help them. Okay? If somebody gets sick, Shamsa can identify what's wrong with them and give them the treatment. Just like when I had my knee surgery, Shamsa and the kids came all the way from New York to see me. And what did Shamsa do? I'm still using it. She gave me some cream to put on my knees and my joints that would help take away the pain. And wallahi, to this day, I still use it. I order it off the internet and use it, and it really works. So we need to get educated about the world too, so we can be a benefit to others as well. And so there's many reasons why, as Muslims, we should not only seek knowledge of Islam, knowledge of Allah, but knowledge of the world too. Number one, it enables us to meet the challenges of the world without compromising our faith. In today's world, we are faced with challenges that require understanding of medicine. Look at what COVID did. COVID came out, but thanks to the education that we get through the help of Allah, we were able to come out with a virus that won't cure it, but that will make the risk of us getting sick and dying like we were in the beginning lesser. So the world is always changing. Allah is always sending new trials to us. So knowledge of the dunya will help us to be able to face those challenges head on. And being knowledgeable in worldly things will help us to understand the world around us too, and make better decisions without compromising our faith. You would be like Shamsa. You would tell the Muslims, get the COVID booster. Get the COVID booster. Stop thinking that everything is a conspiracy. This is an example as to how knowledge of the religion works hand in hand with knowledge of the dunya. The fact that Shamsa is a Muslim and believes that Allah is the bringer of everything, she can tell the Muslims, look, you guys need to get the COVID shot and take its boosters, so that way you will be protected from this virus. The Muslims will say, oh, we don't want to get the shots. We think it's a conspiracy. She can tell them, no, what did Allah say? Allah says that he's the one who creates disease. And he has the jinn. They spread the disease throughout the world through their wings. But Allah says in the Quran, know that he never sends a disease without sending a treatment. So take the treatment that I send, and maybe I'll then create a cure. So Shamsa can take her knowledge of Allah and use it to remind the Muslims to only fear Allah and remember that Allah is in control of everything good and bad. So take the booster shot, because Allah sent it. Allah gave us knowledge of it. So that's an example as to how having worldly knowledge can help you to meet the challenges of the changing world without compromising your faith. And also having knowledge of the world helps break down the cultural barriers that exist too. You know, a lot of racism exists in the world. You guys know that because almost every single one of you have experienced some type of racism because all of you are minorities. Okay? So, by having knowledge of the world, we can break down those racial, cultural barriers and understand and learn the beliefs and customs of other people. And by learning their customs, then we can develop better relationships with them. Okay? We can recognize the difference between culture and religion. For example, women covering the face. Women covering the face, is that religion or is that culture? That's not religion, that's culture. Okay? So we have to recognize the difference between culture and religion, and only by learning about people, learning the history of people, can we do that. And also, seeking knowledge of this dunya will help us have better lives here. Nurses make good money. Doctors make good money. You want to be able to have a successful life in this world. Engineers make good money. Computer programmers make money. You know, so with financial stability, we can meet our own needs and the needs of our families as well. So it's very important, guys, you know, that we get good careers, go get educated and get good careers so we can take care of our families. And also, we can contribute to society too. A person who has acquired knowledge of this world can contribute positively to making this world a better place for us to live. So you guys see how important it is for you to not only come to this website and learn your deen, but you have to also balance that out by going to school, getting a secular education too. Being the best in school, going to college later. I suggest you get married after high school, get married. And then when you get married, you and your husband can go to school together. Okay? But I want y'all to remember, not all knowledge is good. In fact, some knowledge can be harmful. Some knowledge can stand in the way of us being close to Allah. And so a lot of people might ask, you know, how do we know if knowledge is beneficial to us? How do we know if the knowledge is harmful for us? Well, the answer lies in the Quran and the Hadith. I always tell your parents that everything that we do, everything that we learn has to be in sync with what Allah and the Prophet came with. If it's something that contradicts the Quran or contradicts the Hadith, we don't learn it. I'm going to give you an example. There are certain sciences out there, such as astrology, the zodiac signs, learning how to predict the future. This type of knowledge contradicts Islam. It contradicts our belief system as Muslims. So we don't take classes on that. When you go to college, you don't want to take any classes on mythology. You don't want to take any classes on astrology. You don't want to take any theology classes either, learning about the Bible. This is a big innovation and a big sin that Muslims are doing today. A lot of Muslims are going to school to learn about the Bible, to get degrees in the Bible and theology. What is the point in this? The Bible doesn't exist. The Bible has not existed in centuries. Allah destroyed the Bible and he removed it from this planet when he sent the Quran. Whatever good the Bible had is in the Quran. So you should never take any classes dealing with Christianity, any classes dealing with Judaism, any classes dealing with religion. You don't need any religion classes because your religion is Islam. And the university is not the place to learn that. The non-Muslim university is not the place to learn religion, because the non-Muslims can't teach you Islam. You learn Islam from people like me. You got an Islamic teacher. So again, not all knowledge is beneficial. So you're going to have to make the right choices. You don't want to be like these adults today, going to school, getting PhDs in religion. These people are going to answer to Allah for that, because that's harmful. Okay. Also, just to end and give y'all a great example, everything that we teach here at Sunnah Followers, we always like to give you guys examples from the companions, because the companions were our role models. Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him, he's an example as to how you can have knowledge of the religion and still get knowledge of the world and be successful. Uthman was an exceptional businessman. He was a multi-millionaire. He was the richest companion of all. That's why the Prophet Muhammad married 2 of his daughters to him, because nobody could provide for a person better than Uthman. He was a multi-millionaire. But he didn't just use his money for personal gain. Remember, he used all his money to help pave the way for us. He used to donate to the poor. He was the one that paid the money to build the masjids. He was also the one who gave money for the in the army. And when he became the caliph, he was the one that expanded the mosque. He was the one that changed the housings in Medina from 2-story to 3-story. So he's a great example as to how you can be a Muslim and have money and live a good life in this world and be successful in the hereafter. Uthman, radiallahu anha, he will be the 3rd person to enter paradise after the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that shows he's the 3rd best of this nation, and he was a multi-millionaire. So you want to be like Uthman. You want to have the best of this world and the hereafter. And in order to do that, you have to get us education, not only in Islam here, but also get educated about the world as well. Okay? So, obtaining both religious and worldly knowledge is an important aspect of our faith. Having a degree of worldly knowledge along with religious knowledge is crucial in being able to be successful in this world. So now that brings us to the quiz. Everybody ready for it? Here's our quiz. Let's see how well you guys can answer these questions. Here's question number 1. Why is it necessary for Muslims to receive both religious knowledge and worldly knowledge? Is it to understand science? Or is it to understand history? Or is it to be able to do math? Or is it to get close to Allah? Or is it to know how to stay away from shaitan, or all of the above? Go ahead, Corday.
I think it's all of the above.
Do you guys agree?
Yes, I agree.
No.
Oh, somebody disagrees? Who disagrees? Go ahead. Tahira? You disagree?
I disagree. I think it's the last 2, to be able to get close to Allah and to know how to stay away from shaitan.
Okay. Well, the correct answer is all of the above. You know, we need to understand science. We need to understand science in order, understanding science brings us closer to Allah too. If we understand why Allah created the mountains were created to serve a purpose. They keep the earth from flying around in space. So see, by understanding science, it helps us in turn to get close to Allah. And the same with history. We have to know the history of things. By knowing the history of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions, that brings a better understanding of his words and his example. Learning math. Math is very beneficial. We got to know how to add and subtract to pay your bills. And of course, we seek religious knowledge to get close to Allah. And of course, we seek religious knowledge to stay away from shaitan. So it's all of the above. Good job, Acorde. All of the above. Let's look at the next question. What about this? How can a Muslim with worldly knowledge benefit other Muslims and society? Look at the picture here. This picture gives you some examples. How can I, as a Muslim with knowledge of this world, benefit others, other Muslims in our communities? Go ahead, Sully.
To like make other people listen to like what they trying to say to what Allah wants them to do.
Good job. Knowledge of the excellent. He's on the ball today. Knowledge of the life of this world. If you have knowledge of what's going on around you, knowledge of what's going on, what the problems are in the world, you can take that knowledge and use it like I do when calling people to Islam. You can use it to warn other Muslims about the things that they're doing that they shouldn't be doing, or things that are bad in this world that they should be aware of. Who else got an answer? Go ahead. How can a Muslim with worldly knowledge help other Muslims in society? Go ahead. Take the mic. Asma and Najma, did y'all have an answer? Go ahead, Amalia. Amalia, I see your hand. Go ahead, Amalia.
It's good because, like, let's say you got a job and now you know more stuff. You can help Muslim get. If, like you said, if you get a nurse job, it's good to get because you can help Muslim get better and practice more like Allah said to.
Exactly. Worldly knowledge like nursing, like we gave the example of Sister Shamsa. She's a nurse. She can take her skills of healing, her skills of dealing with disease and sickness, and help benefit other Muslims that way. Go ahead, Sabrina. Go ahead.
Becoming a teacher and teaching others Islam, or if you're just a teacher to teach others about other stuff.
Good job. That's number one. With knowledge of the life of this world, with worldly knowledge, you can take that knowledge and teach others. Educate others about the world around them. Educate others about science. Educate others about, math. Educate others about sickness. So we can benefit each other and our Muslim communities by sharing our knowledge of this world with others. Good job. Let's look at the next question. Y'all did good with that. What about this? Who can give some examples of good things to study that will in turn make a difference in the world? When you go to college, what are some things that are good to study that will benefit you in this world? Go ahead, Corday.
You can study psychology.
Study what? What was that? What was I couldn't hear because of the echo. What was the answer? Study what?
Psychology.
Oh, mashallah. Psychology is good. Yes, take some psychology classes. So that way you will know how to help people, how to figure out what people are thinking. Good job. What's another good thing to study that can help make a difference in the world? Sister Tahira, go ahead.
you could like be a lawyer to help people.
MashaAllah, that's another good field. Go and learn law so that way you can stand up for justice. A lot of people ask, what can they do to stand up for justice? Learn the laws of the land. Learn the laws of the land so you can go into the Muslim communities and tell the people what those laws are and how to not violate them. And should someone violate them, you can represent them. Good job. What's another example of a good thing, Sister Zora? Go ahead.
You could become a teacher, so you can teach math and science, and you can teach math, you can teach science, and you could teach how to read too.
MashaAllah, exactly. Learning, go to school to be a teacher. We need more teachers so you can teach other people science, math, how to read, how to write. This is a problem today. Most children don't know how to read. They don't have reading comprehension skills. Y'all see that in my classes. They can't answer my questions, these adults. They lack the reading comprehension skills. So going to school to be a teacher, that's a study that can make a difference in the world. Good job. What about you, Sabrina? What's another good thing to learn that can make a difference?
Being a therapist and helping others.
MashaAllah, all type of therapists, mental therapists, physical therapists, helping people learn how to walk again who can't walk. You know, a speech pathologist helping people learn how to talk who lost their vocals. Good job, Sabrina. What about you, Shuaib? What's a good thing to study that can make a difference in this for the others in this world?
Go to school to be a dentist.
MashaAllah, good profession. Be a dentist. Do you know how many Muslims lose their teeth? You know, one of the things I can't stand is to look at these brothers who ain't got no teeth in their mouth. I mean, what's up? You didn't take care of your teeth. Your teeth done fell out. Now you look like old man Crow. I mean, come on. We got to take care of our teeth. Alhamdulillah, I got my teeth. You know, subhanallah. You know, we need going to school to be a dentist, to teach the people how to have a nice smile, how to have a nice look. The Prophet Muhammad took care of his teeth. He encouraged us to brush our teeth and care for them and keep them looking nice. So that's a very good profession. Good job. Go ahead, brother Sully. What's another good thing to study to make a difference?
I like agriculture.
Auto car?
Agriculture.
What's that? Oh, agriculture. MashaAllah, good job. Learning how to work with plants. That's something that's really good because the day is going to come. That war getting ready to happen. I keep telling y'all that war getting ready to happen. Y'all will be living, inshallah. Y'all going to have to learn how to work with the earth and grow.
I want to be a dinosaur a digger too.
You want to be a geologist. That's what Dr. Jamali is. Dr. Jamali is an archaeologist and a geologist. Dr. Jamali digs up dinosaur fossils. That's a good field. That's a good profession. He can dig up the ruins of King Tut. Hello. Show everybody how King Tut had a bad ending. Hello. MashaAllah, it's a good profession. Good money. Good job. Go ahead, Sister Asma and Najma.
The human body. Because you can study the human body if someone's like something's wrong with the lungs or the heart beating.
You can tell that they are daughters of nurse. They're daughters of Shamsa, the nurse. I guess y'all gonna be doctors when y'all grow up, huh? You gonna be doctors, nurse practitioners. MashaAllah, exactly. Studying the human body. By studying the human body, guys, we can recognize sicknesses and diseases and help each other. Good job. Okay, who else didn't give an answer? Amalia, did you give an answer?
You can be like, you can study math, because I hear like space is having really trouble, doing the math, like too long stuff at space.
Exactly, guys. Math is the key to everything. Math is the key to learning how to fly those spaceships out to the moon and stuff. You want to be that type of scientist, you got to know math and stuff. Math is also used in creating medicine. You got to know how much to measure. So math is very, very, very important, and a lot of us fall short of that. Okay, so mashallah, these are very good answers y'all gave. So alhamdulillah, as you can see, this was a pretty good chapter, speaking about the importance of us as Muslims mixing knowledge. We got to learn how balance. As Muslims, everything is balance. We are people of dignity. We are people of humility and balance. We want to learn our religion. That's the priority, so we can get close to Allah. And also we want to gain knowledge of the life of this world too, so we can be successful here. All right, any questions about this chapter? This was chapter 4. And for those of you listening on TV land, this book is not a children's book. But you guys see how these children understood everything here. So please order the book from off of Amazon. It's only $10. Subhanallah, it'll help you to understand what your purpose is in this world and how you can make the best of it. So now what I'm going to do is go to the second phase of our program with the kids for today. And the new Muslims. We're going to do our hadith for tonight. And we're using the book entitled 55 Hadiths on Islamic Behavior and Discipline. And Sister Najma and Asma are holding it up, and Sister Amalia. And we're on hadith number 31 today. So let me put the hadith up on the screen for that. Give me a second. You guys did pretty good on that quiz. I'm proud of you. Very proud of my kids here. Okay, let me share you guys to this. And now, move this out the way. For the people on YouTube, here we go. Inshallah. Okay, inshallah, there you go. You can see. And this is our hadith for tonight. And I know it's going to sound morbid, but you guys need to know about it. We're going to talk about death. This hadith addresses how, as Muslims, we should never forget that death can come at any moment. Nothing in this world was created to live forever. I'm going to die one day. You're going to die one day. You're paid one day. We got children dying every day in different parts of the world. So death is a reality. It's a part of life that we should never, ever, ever forget. And let's take a look at this hadith. The hadith is narrated by Ibn Umar. May Allah be pleased with him. He tells us that one day the Prophet took him by the shoulder and told him some advice. He said, Ibn Umar, I want you to live in this world as if you are a stranger or a traveler. What did the Prophet mean by that? Well, in other words, he said, I want you to live each day of your life as a stranger. A stranger doesn't attach to anyone too closely. A stranger doesn't make himself too comfortable with his surroundings. A stranger doesn't feel as if he really belongs. He knows that he's here, but it's only temporary. Or you can live as a traveler. A traveler never stays long at one place. A traveler, when he feels himself getting too comfortable, he'll move on to a different place and start over. So the prophet was basically telling Ibn Umar, don't attach yourself to this world too much. When you feel like you're getting too comfortable with this world, you better refresh, move on, remember your purpose. So when Ibn Umar grew up, he became one of the first scholars of Islam. And he used to tell his students, he used to tell them, if you live to see the night, don't expect to live to see the morning. And if you wake up in the morning, do not expect to live to see the night. And take from your health and take from your life before you die. In other words, he would tell his students, if Allah allows you to live to see the night, then pretend that it's your last night on earth. That way you would not do anything that would make Allah angry. And if Allah allows you to wake up in the morning, spend that morning as if it were your last morning on earth, because you'd make the better choices for yourself. So this is good advice that we need to implement in our lives today. Death can come at any moment. But if we lived each day of our life as if it were our last day on earth, we do the good things. We make our parents proud. We make Allah proud. We make each other proud. We wouldn't hurt people. We would make all our prayers. We would wear our hijab and never allow ourselves to get too comfortable with life. Never think that everything is perfect, because there is no perfection in this world for us. Never get too comfortable, because death can come at any moment. So in this hadith, we see that Islam warns us of becoming too attached to this world and taking too much stock in this life, because our life is short and it's temporary. We'll eventually leave. And we should prepare ourselves for the real home, which is in the akhirah, the hereafter. That's the real home, guys. Our homes in this world are temporary, but the home in the hereafter, ask yourself, are you going to live forever in hell, or are you going to live forever in paradise? So we should make the best choices for ourselves in this world, so we don't end up spending eternity in hell. We want to spend eternity in paradise. And we should take every moment of our life in this world to work towards paradise. And don't wait till you're dying. A lot of people wait till they're sick, and now they want to start praying. Now you're going to start fasting Ramadan because you dying. No, you should have taken advantage of your health and did the deeds that were pleasing to Allah then. So mashallah, guys, it's a wonderful hadith for us to think about. It's a wonderful hadith for us to end our class with, because subhanallah, this hadith goes hand in hand with what we were talking about in chapter 4 of this Dunya. Get knowledge of Allah first and foremost, and also seek knowledge that will be of benefit to you in this world. And if Allah allows us to live to see tomorrow, pretend like that's your last day on earth. Each day that you wake up, Pretend that this is the last day that you will be alive. Pretend that you will be dead by tonight. That way you will make the choices that are pleasing to Allah and best for yourself. All right. Any questions about what we discussed today? Everybody clear on everything we talked about today? What do you guys think? Did you enjoy the chapter?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, I liked it.
mashallah. Next week, I want you guys to read chapter 5 of the book, because next week we're going to review chapter 5 of the book, and we'll do hadith number 32 in the book, Islamic Discipline and Behavior. All right, I want to thank everybody for joining. And before we close out, let me remind all the kids, be here for Mukhtar's class. Mukhtar's class on the life of the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, will be tonight at 7 p.m. He'll be continuing after the Battle of Uhud. So make sure that all of you are here at 7 so you can learn from Brother Mukhtar about our Prophet Muhammad, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and his battle to keep Islam alive, living in a non-Muslim environment. So I want to thank everybody for joining. My next class will be at 6 p.m. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Walaikum assalam.